There is a good chance your dog can actually understand you and even know exactly what mood you're in. That's according to a new study comparing the brains of dogs to humans. Researchers in Hungary say they scanned 11 dogs with a device that measures brain activity while they listened to a variety of canine and human sounds. Experts say they found man's best friend has voice areas in the same part of the brain that we do. And both species can understand vocal tones that express different emotions, like when we're happy, upset, or frightened. Dr. Heather Loenser is a veterinarian, and she's on the Fox News deck today. Her assistant, Jasper, is here, too. I have to say, he is so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you very much. He's an older man, so he's, matured into that.
He is. He's 13, right?
He is. He's
Gorgeous.
my pride and joy.
What kind of dog is he?
I think he has Bernie's Mountain Dog in him, but he was a rescue dog from my vet school in Iowa. Excellent. So I'll never know, unless I do that DNA testing that people do.
Doctor, welcome.
Thank you.
How similar are dogs and humans in terms of our emotions?
I think we have a lot of similarities, but I think our animals do a better job of leaving out more of the emotions that aren't helpful, like guilt and revenge and spite. People think that their dogs have those feelings because they look guilty when they've chewed on a slipper,
right,
or after the owners come home for a long time and they destroyed the house. People think that that's spite, but a lot of the times it's not. I think instead our animals focus more on being happy, joyful, and then scared.
So did they just sort of genetically not get those types of emotions?
It's hard to know, but they don't seem to be very useful. I mean,
well, they're not useful for us either.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
So do you buy this new study? Break it down for us. What does it tell us that maybe we didn't know before?
Well, I think it does a nice job of pointing out that dogs have the same abilities that we do of detecting emotion in the voices of the people that they listen to. That doesn't necessarily translate into, though, that they have the same complexity that we do.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I loved how they actually did the study where they didn't sedate the dogs for the MRI. They trained them to hop up on the MRI and lay there quietly so they could look at their brain activity.
Now, why is that important?
Because when they're sedated, you wouldn't be able to know what their brain is doing. The brain's going to be altered. So the fact that they're conscious lets us really know that they did, in fact, have positive responses to the sounds of people laughing, and they also had positive responses to dogs doing things like play barking.
You know what's interesting, too, and I was tweeting about this earlier, and this is a question that came up among our viewers. Some people have said that dog is man's best friend. Are they better capable at reading our emotions than, like, somebody we'd call a friend in human land?
That's a very good question. I think it probably depends on the bond between that pet and that owner. Jasper and I, we're really tight. We've been together for a long time, and he can detect when I'm stressed, and he will seek me out. And
what does he do?
He comes over and he leans on me. He's a leaner. Yeah.
And that contact lowers your heart rate.
And blood pressure, both together. Absolutely.
Now, I know people are seeing some pictures go by. My sister never watches me, so I want to call out Mr. Bean, if we can put Mr. Bean on the screen. My little niece, Audrey, finds great comfort, and whenever she is agitated, they're so close, there's Mr. Bean. He seeks her out as well. This is real. This is not this child's interpretation of this.
No, it's not. And cats will do the same thing. They'll seek out people.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep, when they're stressed out. My own cat seeks out my daughter when she's upset. She's a 4-year-old little emotional girl, and my 17-year-old cat seeks her out.
You know, one thing that doctors have said about children in our household is that you can transfer your emotions onto that child. Is that true with your pets? Do we need to kind of protect them from their emotions?
We do. We have to be careful not to anthropomorphize, which is just that, assigning human characteristics and emotions to our pets. And that can be especially toxic if you're trying, again, you're going to assign negative emotions to the pet. So if you're thinking about getting rid of a dog because you think they're spiteful or they're showing signs of revenge, you're not necessarily addressing their underlying issue of maybe separation anxiety. They're not destroying the house out of revenge that you're gone. They're lonely and they're anxious, and there's medications and there's training for that. So it would be very sad if people ended up getting rid of their pets for a negative emotional reason.
Real quickly before I let you go, any particular breed that's better at bonding than others?
There's definitely some breeds that do a better job with working, and like our seeing eye dogs, German Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, Lab mixes, dogs that are bred to please, hunting dogs, and then even some of the toy breeds. So is there a specific one? Not necessarily. I think a lot of it depends on the energy the owner puts into it as well.
All right. Well, Mr. Bean is full-bred Chihuahua, born in Denver. And Jasper, we're just glad to have him. He's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm so proud of him, and it's great to be here.